Okay, so we start off by going to Socrative. We have this website, we log in, and we do our own teacher login. It's interesting if you need to have one for each class, you might want to do different accounts, since unfortunately you can only do one room unless you have Socrative Pro. So if you only have one room, you want that room to reflect whatever your students might be doing. In this case, it could be SPAN 3200. So how do we launch a quiz from this room? So we have our quizzes. We just go to quizzes and we make a new quiz. In this case, we're going to do a quiz about a chapter that they've read. So we create a new one and we can choose multiple choice answers, true or false answers, or short answers. We can start with a short answer. We can ask, how old is Manolito, for example? And then we can put in different answers in case they choose to answer in numbers or in letters. And we can also add an explanation, like in chapter 1, Manolito says he was born in 2010, for example. Then we can add another question. So maybe we can add a multiple choice. Where does Manolito live? And we can just add different choices so they will get the chance. So we were España, Colombia, Mexico, and then they have to choose the correct answer. Again, we can add an explanation if we would like, and then we also have true or false questions. Is Manolito an orphan? And then they can say yes or no. So that would be an example of a quiz. You can put as many questions as we want. And then when we're done with this quiz, we can just save and exit. We can also give it a name. So let's call this one Manolito. And once we have the quiz done and we have the class ready and waiting, all we need to do is sign in. And we need to start a quiz or a space race or an exit ticket. Basically, the quiz will just show up for them. The space race will make them compete against each other to see who does it faster. I personally prefer the quiz. I think it's the easiest way. When we click on the quiz, we just need to find the quiz that we want to launch. So in this case, it would be Manolito. And then we can choose between different kinds of quizzes. We have instant feedback. So that means that each time they complete they answer the questions in order and they will get the answer to each question. We can also have open navigation when they may answer questions in any order, and we monitor the progress in a table of live results. Or teacher paste, when you throw the question out individually and they all answer it individually. In this case, we can do an open navigation, which tends to be the easier ones. If they're doing it at the same time, you might not want to show them the answers. You might not want to show them the answers because they can change them if someone is further along. So just do an open navigation. Okay, so we've thrown it on. So now here's what you see. So what we're going to do is bring up another screen where what we're going to do is actually put Socrative in as a student, just so we can see how this would work. So we would log in this time as a student. So all the student needs to do is put the room name in this case SPAN 300, and they join. And because the activity is already, they just type in their name. And there you go. Now they can answer the question. So the first one answers 10. So there you go. Pilar, you can see her answer. So we want to finish. Where does Manolito live? I think we didn't put the right one. So we will just give, there you go. And yeah, he didn't answer the last one. So here you would see the answers of the person. Okay, you have the show names, the show answers. And then you can see it. Now, if you wanted the report on the answers, you could just finish. So we're finishing the activity. You click on reports, you have Manolito, and you can actually see how everyone did, and you can just click on reports, and then you can download the whole class Excel. It will tell you what everyone did, individual student PDF or question specific PDF, so you can see how all the answers work. You can end and start it whenever you want. Right now, the activity has been finished, because when we were looking at finish, but if you wanted to launch anything else, you could. You can also just launch any of these in a question if you wanted to see if the class was paying attention. You might, I want everyone to go to Socrative and write why they think Manolito wear glasses. And then the whole class would have to answer in that moment. And you would again see any results of anyone who answered. So in this case, because she was already signed in, you see here it shows up for the student. In this case, because he liked the look. And then you would see what every student said. And whenever you want to finish the activity, just click finish.